I've got some Carnival Cruise Line updates for you. We're going to talk about how this one common item was flushed down a toilet and caused problems for 9 other cabins. There's also a warning from Carnival out there not to follow this food hack that people have been sharing on social media. Carnival Corporation has also announced they are going to conglomerate all of their US staff to a global HQ. Sounds like a Dr. Doom thing there. And we're going to talk about how 5 passengers got banned for life and how you can stop it from happening to you. I also have a Carnival confession. And when you get to the end of the video, watch for bloopers.
My name is Stuart. This is Ship to Shore Cruise News. Let's get into it.
Back in April of 2025, there was a Carnival cruise ship. I'm not going to mention which one because it could be happen to anyone. Somebody flushed the wrong item down the toilet and it plugged up 9 other cabins' toilets for hours. This is a common item that everybody probably, or a lot of people, flush in their own toilets every day. It's marked flushable, and you're always being told don't actually flush it. It takes a long time to break down. I'm talking about flushable wipes. So people are flushing these on cruise ships. The cruise ship toilets don't work the same way as their toilets at home. They operate on a vacuum system, where basically when you flush the toilet, it sucks everything out. Whereas in your house, it's a gravity system where the water comes down and it flushes everything out. One problem that they have with these systems is that it's fully enclosed and anything you flush takes a long time to decompose. And that includes flushable wipes. These flushable wipes can get caught in many things and many parts of the sewer system in a ship and can cause major backups and problems in different cruises. So one thing you should never do is flush those flushable wipes down the toilets on a cruise ship. In the cruise contract, it actually says only tissue paper, the toilet tissue paper, is to be flushed. Another thing in the contract is that if you cause any damage to your cabin, including the sewer system, you can be charged for the repairs of that system. So don't flush anything down that toilet other than the toilet paper tissue that they provide for you. One hack that people are talking about these days, it's for snacks only, and it's to bring Ziploc bags with you on the ship, and you fill those up at the buffet with anything you want. You take it back to your cabin to snack elsewhere on the ship, or even take it on excursions. More popular lately is people doing that with breakfast cereals. They are actually complaining now because Carnival has taken away the cardboard boxes of cereals and they've replaced it with the big bulk dispensers. It is the same product as before, it's just in bulk dispensers. People are complaining that they can no longer take the cereal back to their cabin to eat it, to feed their kids in nice peace and quiet. But Carnival has made the decision to get rid of these cardboard boxes. Problems that they were finding was that there were some people who would just snack on them around the ship, leave a mess of cereal everywhere, and then just throw the garbage on the deck somewhere, creating a mess everywhere. There was other people who were hoarding them, and when they got off the ship, they would have dozens of boxes of cereal in their luggage for some reason. And there was other people who were very well-intentioned and did exactly what you'd hope they would do. They would just bring it back to their cabin for their kids to eat. Now, while we're talking about this hack with the Ziploc bags, it sounds like a great idea to take food with you off the ship, to take snacks with you from the buffet, fruit, what have you, muffins, cookies. But there are laws about bringing food products into other countries, and you have to respect those laws. Those food items can get taken away from you, and there is a potential that you're going to get charged for trying to smuggle foreign products into the country. Everything has to go through rigorous testing before it's allowed to go into the country, before it is allowed to go into many countries. Fruit in particular is something that can be very dangerous to a country. There could be bugs on it that could be invasive species to those countries. And the plant itself, if a seed germinates and starts to grow, that itself might be a invasive species. So it sounds like a great idea. I've wanted to do it. I don't think I've ever actually gotten around to doing it. But don't take food and fruit off the ship, and don't be putting snacks inside those Ziploc bags either. Yes, I mentioned earlier that Carnival Cruise Line is going to be consolidating all its cruise line staff into one global HQ in, yes, you guessed it, Miami. They're going to be opening up a building and it's going to hold more than 2,000 staff. It's going to consolidate the staff from all of its cruise lines, from Carnival, Princess, Holland America, Seabourn, Cunard, and Costa Cruises. They're all going to be working out of this one area, this one complex, multi-building complex that's going to be in Miami, just south of the airport. They purchased the land, they're going to build the area, and they're going to bring everybody together. The thinking is that everybody working together, they're going to be able to collaborate better, faster, and everything will be able to be ran a lot more efficiently, having everybody all in one place. So I talked about 5 people getting banned. Well, to tell you the truth, there's been a lot of people banned. Just recently in Galveston, there was a brawl. You probably heard about it in the luggage area when everybody was debarking. 24 people were banned for life in that brawl. That's 24 people banned from Carnival Cruise Lines. I know it's not publicly known and it's not shared, and they say they don't do this, but I bet these people are going to have problems trying to cruise on any of the Carnival Corporation cruises. Nothing's written down saying they share this information, but you never know. So some people on cruise lines do some very stupid things, and then they share it to social media. A lot of times people who share these things to social media are the ones to get banned. One way to get banned is fishing off your balcony. A couple of years ago, somebody shared on TikTok them fishing off their balcony and catching a fish in some country. It was a very tropical looking fish, and who knows, it could have been a protected species, it could have been poisonous, I don't know. All I know is that Carnival was able to track down the cabin, track down the passenger, and that person has been banned for life. So don't fish off your balcony. It's just going to land you in hot water. Back in February this year, the couple went on a cruise. They were celebrating their anniversary. They get to the dock, they get to the port, they give the porter their luggage, they go to their room, and their luggage doesn't show up. Days and days go by, they can't find their luggage at all. The cruise line bent over backwards trying to help them. They gave them $600 credit. They also gave them onboard credit as well and tried to help them as much as they could. Now the husband has some earpods that were inside his luggage, and he was able to track it on his phone, Find My Device. He was able to find it, and it looked like it was right there with him the whole time. It turns out that there was a lady 2 doors down who had stolen their luggage. She just liked the look of their luggage more than her own. Well, security got involved and searched her room, and they were able to retrieve the luggage for this gentleman, for this couple. And good news, they got their luggage back. They went through their luggage and they found there was missing items. Security went back to this lady's cabin and they found those missing items. So she had stolen their luggage, gone through their stuff, taken stuff that she liked, and thought she was going to get away with it. Well, she almost did. Well, she has been charged and she has been banned for life. So honestly, it's tough to really say don't steal other people's luggage, but seriously, people do it. Don't steal other people's luggage. Another thing that's going to get you banned on a cruise ship is smuggling drugs on board. Carnival Cruise Line has a zero tolerance policy for drugs on board, and this includes anything from vaping to joints to gummies to pills. Anything you have with drugs in it, with marijuana or what have you, you can't bring on board. No CBD, no nothing on board. Even if you have a doctor's note and a prescription saying you need it, The answer is no. You won't get on board, and if you're found on board with it, you're going to get kicked off the ship as well. This happened last year. A lady was trying to get onto a Carnival cruise ship, and she had some CBD gummies. She was detained for several hours while trying to get boarded. She was denied boarding, and she has been banned for life. So don't be bringing the marijuana on board. No CBD gummies, vapes, pills, chews, what have you. Leave it at home. Don't bring it with you. It might be legal in your state, but the cruise lines don't operate under your state laws. They operate under maritime laws, which do not allow marijuana. So don't bring it on board, or else you're going to have a real bad trip. Stealing cruise ship property is also going to get you banned for life. And this can be as small as stealing water from a water bottle. Last year there was a lady who on TikTok, I don't know why she's sharing this stuff, showed a hack where, you know, those bottles of water in your cabin that aren't free, and they're sitting there and they're really, really expensive. She showed a hack how you can empty these bottles, fill it with tap water, I can't speak today, and put a new cap on it and put it back up there, and no one is the wiser. Well, it sounds like a great idea. You get the nice clean water. The next person who buys it is only getting tap water. They're not going to be too happy. But she shared it on social media. Do these people not realize that you're also sharing it with the cruise line themselves? They're going to see it, and they did, and they tracked down this person, and this person has been banned for life from Carnival. And that's just one small item. That's just water out of a water bottle, and she's being banned for life. So just think about it. Don't steal anything from the cruise ship. They need it to operate. And when they operate, everybody has fun. The fifth thing on my list on what's going to get you banned on a cruise ship are weapons. Do not bring weapons on board a cruise ship. It might sound silly to say, but people do bring weapons. They will bring knives, and people have even brought guns on board of cruise ships. And some of the people just aren't too bright, and they will share these with on social media. They'll say, hey, look what I smuggled on board. And they'll pull out a gun. Yes, that gun may end up only being in the little safe for the entire cruise, but it's on board. You still have access to it. You can't have access to a weapon on board. It's going to get you banned. And this is another bright person who's going to take a video of them breaking the rules, breaking the cruise contract, sharing it to social media, not realizing that every cruise line has a social media department that not only promotes the cruise brand itself on social media, but also reviews social media and what people are posting. And they're going to see what you're posting, and they're going to get back to you if they find out you're breaking the rules. So as I sit here in my Carnival, I have a PhD in fun shirt. I start to wonder, do I like Carnival? I seem to put it down a lot when I'm talking to people, and I really shouldn't. But as I take a look at my loyalty level with all the cruise lines and the cruises I've taken, I find I've taken more cruises with Carnival than any other cruise line. I have a higher loyalty level with Carnival than any other cruise line. When I think about things that I've had fun doing on a cruise ship, the first thing I always talk about is I was on this Carnival ship and this happened. I keep saying why people shouldn't cruise on Carnival, yet I keep cruising on Carnival. And I have fun doing it. The shows are good. The food is good. Actually, the shows are really good, I find. The food is good. The ambiance is good. And I really like the singing and dancing at the main dining room every night. I think it's great. I love it. It really adds something. And then someone comes around with the shooters too, and that's kind of fun too. But, you know, in that little song they sing on the last night, brings a tear to my eye every time I hear it. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just exhausted from having a good time. So I think I need to reevaluate what I'm saying and what I'm talking about. And, you know, deep down, I just got to let it out that I love Carnival Cruise Lines. They are the fun ships. You want to have a good time? Go on Carnival. It's great. You can call it the Walmart of cruising if you want. It doesn't matter. It's what you make of it, and I've always made a good time of it. You know, from the Blue Iguana to the Piano Bar, it's all fun. And with everything with cruising, there's 3 important things you got to know. And that's, my name's Stuart. This is Ship to Shore Cruise News. And as always, get your cruise on. Hey, did you hear about the Carnival cruise ship toilet mishap? Why you shouldn't... Oh, God. Did you hear about the recent Carnival cruise ship toilet mishap and why you shouldn't... Did you hear about this... Did you hear about the recent toilet issues they had on one of Carnival ships and why you shouldn't flush this one common item? Also, Carnival has a warning to passengers about a common snack hack out there, and Carnival... Did you hear about the... the cruise ship toilets?